You know, I predicted that most of digital ads will be social by end of this year. I think in Mexico it's probably going to be more like early to mid next year. Or, you know, pessimistically, late next year, 2015.
Where are we?
I think all content is going to be social. By definition, you put this video up online, you'll get to share it, right? People will share it on Twitter, people will share it on Facebook, right? So,
well,
I'm sure you can. I'm sure this is possible. We've seen many examples. We see more and more celebrities, shows, publishers collaborating together with their pages and with their brands to kind of blend it in, right? So I think that's very powerful. And I would kind of, you have to keep a balance of not over-promoting the community, not over-abusing the community, but when you can find that fine line balance, it's going to be extremely valuable.
Now, I think that there are those kind of strategies need to be long-term, you know, and you don't know how many clients come to me and ask me for a tweet of a tweet star, and I said, well, for what? It's not gonna be useful for you. So how can we establish those kind of key points for a social media strategy?
I think you have to monitor feedback very regularly. So you have to, that's where the loop is with analyze, right? If you don't analyze, you don't know that your community is being deteriorated because you're promoting too many brand stuff. You have to really cherish the community, protect the community, and only put in brand stuff if it's very well connectable. And it's not just, hey, here's a cookie. It's hey, did you see that, you know, guy in the TV show eating that? It was actually this cookie.
Okay.
If you're interested.
And then the social profile is very profound. Let's say it's a psychological profile, and brands should have to think in their psychological profile in order to connect with those.
Correct. Brands need to know who they are as a person, quote, as opposed to just understanding, you know, the engagement. But they need to know who they're targeting, what are the types of people they're targeting, and how do they do these things.
And the last question: how do you see the social media strategy business? Is it just for new young people that understand these media, or the old people as me can integrate, can converge, can?
I think there's like originally if you remember the term digitally native and digitally adopted, so that was used more for like, are you born in digital or did you adopt it? I think similarly, socially native is a beginning to then start communicating socially adopted, right? So I think there are naturally companies, startups, small companies, and some brands that are naturally socially native, and it's easier for them, but there are some that have to adopt being socially native, and they have to adapt, and I think they can. It's a matter of learning and understanding.
Okay, perfect. Jan, it's a pleasure to have you here. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Bye.